Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. In case you missed last episode, we did a lot of work around the village and just brought in a bunch of roads and trees and really started to make this place come alive. If you guys missed last episode, it is definitely worth a watch, so take a look at that. But for this episode, we got some stuff to do in our castle and we got a little bit of stuff to do out here in the village. Okay, so for starters, I've got this lovely little library and our university. Now, I've been wanting to upgrade these up to level 4, get them caught up a little bit. And yeah, because we haven't been doing research and I want to keep up on our research. So we pretty much, we maxed out most of the stuff. Oof, I need to get some rabbits. I really need to get our rabbit herder to stocked up so that way we can start getting stuff like rabbit's foot, because this would be a very important one to get. But yeah, there's a few more technologies that I could research, but I'm pretty much maxed out for this level. So I want to go to level 4 so I could start getting some more of this complicated stuff. I want to get all of the plantation fields before I start working on them so that way I can lay them all out. And yeah, I think it's just time. It's time. Okay, let's set the university to build the library. And well, we might as well keep the third builder going, so let's do the mystic site as well. Ready. While the village is hard at work on those 3 new buildings, let's get going back in the factory here. So I've got a spot for a new module here, and I'm thinking the next thing I need to do is start working on automation for the brass ingots. So we're basically bringing the factory into the brass age. Okie dokie, should be a pretty simple build, so I'm not going to go too crazy with the storage here. Actually, a lot of these modules in the second level of the factory probably aren't going to use a whole massive amount of storage. So we'll go something like that. Let's get a few belts going here. Actually, scratch that. We're going to do something like this with the belt lower. Okay, looking good. I'm going to put in these smart chutes there. Okay, we can get 4 basins out of this. Looking good. I'm going to go ahead and set my filters before we get too far ahead. Set those for brass, set these for brass. Lots of funnels. I forgot about the blaze burners. Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. Scratch this, scratch this. Okie dokie. After some redesigns, I think I got it. So the problem here was I forgot to include the blaze burners, which I had to redesign my whole thing. I think this will work. I know that these mixers can actually mix through things. Like I could put pipes up there or other kinds of stuff, and they should be able to mix right through it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put a mechanical arm right here to add the copper into those brass chutes, and yeah, everything should poop out right here, go in there, and let's see, zinc should go in on this side. Yeah. I don't see why this wouldn't work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wire this up, get our mechanical arm in place, and test it out. Okay, I think I finally got it. So this module is quite a mess, and yeah. Okay, so zinc goes here, and then copper goes here. We've got this arm here that's going to spread the copper to where it needs to go, up there. Zinc comes in on this side, goes in there. Mixers mix it up. We've got lava going with our blaze burners with their little soda bottle hats. We've got lava flowing underneath right there. And once it mixes, it all poops on out right over here and goes in there. Okay, I think we got it. Got it actually pretty well compacted, I feel like. Now, we've got some wireless controllers here. Let's see. Oops. Need to put that down, set that to receiver mode. Okay. Now, I was going to go set these, but I realized, well, we don't really have a steady supply of copper or zinc coming into the system. And we're not going to be able to get a steady supply of either of these anyway. So if you look here, there's no real way to make zinc renewable. It all has to come from mining. So this is one item that we cannot farm at all. And yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, and the same thing goes for copper too. So yeah, we gotta mine that. You know, I could just throw everything into the system automatically, but I mean, who's got time for that? Well, for testing purposes, I can throw this in. Yep, it's working. Why is that other one not working? There we go. Okay, well, at least we can tell it's working. Now, throwing items into here automatically is not something I want to do, so what I'm thinking is let's get like a semi-automatic system going on. Now, what I'm thinking is we're going to use our big old miner over there, and I'm going to set up a drop-off location somewhere underground to whenever I'm done mining, I'm going to put my auto miner into its perch, and it's going to drop off all its items. The items are going to come through this line and get sorted out into all these chests, including whatever cobblestone I grab, so I can bulk up even more on cobblestone with my auto miner. And I'll also have a processing area to where it'll process all the valuable metals and crush them and wash them, and so that way we could get the extra material out of it. And yeah, it just processes everything and then sends everything all the way back up here, sorts it out, and then from there, from each one of these chests, it can go where it needs to go. Okay, so we've got some ambitious plans, but I'm looking at all these item vaults, and I mean, I do have some of them already reserved for certain items. Oh yeah, like gold goes right there, so I can process the gold and send it up here for mass storage. And yeah, we've got some vaults reserved, but this isn't going to be enough for all the potential things that we can mine up underground. Plus, we still got a lot of waste over here too that I would like to get into vaults. So what I'm thinking is we need to do this same item vault system up here, down here. So I'm basically going to copy that and paste it down here. Boy, that's going to be a lot of work, especially since we haven't even finished the top one with getting all of our buttons set up over there. So, yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to put on some music and knock this out really quick. Oh boy, that's a lot of vaults. Okay, so just like our top floor, I went ahead and got everything done. Unfortunately, this floor is a little tiny bit narrower. Narrower? I can't say that word. It's shorter. And yeah, so that belt is right on the ceiling. So we're going to have to tap into the ceiling just a little bit to get the items into the vaults. And of course, we've got the two belts down here. One of them is going to return to the factory, and one will return back to our storage room. So, all right, all set up, looking good. Coming out here. Yep, that's how it looks. Looking good. Now, since we have all this storage, now we should start working on the system for our auto miner. So what I need is a big wide open area to where I can put down the auto miner and it can automatically unload itself and put all the items away and send them all the way up to the factory. So I'm thinking if I go over here, I've got a pretty good spot to do that. So coming over here to this first tower, if we go right underneath it, all the way down, we've got our giant mining area that we've been working on over here. And right over here, we've got that ancient city. So I don't want to disturb that or even get too close to it. But yeah, right about here is probably where I'm going to put all the processing things for the auto miner. And then from there, we could just pick up the machine and head off to wherever we want it to go. Probably that way next. I also want to make a system for another floor. Let's see, this floor down here is all deep slate, and I want to make another floor up here, probably somewhere right about up here, so that way I can actually mine in the positive Y area, because this is where I'm going to get all my copper stuff. You don't get copper down here, so yeah, this area is good for like the real valuable resources, and then up here is good for like copper, which we're going to need a lot of, so... Okay, that all might be a little bit confusing, so nothing to it but to get to it. Alrighty, check it out. We got a little staging area here for our miner unloader system. I went ahead and took a scan of our ore processor that's back up in our castle over there, and I'm going to bring one down here, so it should be all set. Okay, we're just going to let that fire and put the ore processor here. And then this thing here, this should go all the way back up to our factory there. So following this all the way up through all this mess. And there we go. It lets out right underneath one of the towers. So that way it can drop items off on this belt. And then this belt goes right to our storage system. Okay, all that's good. And I also set up another kind of staging area in here. Let's see, where is it? Right here. So that way I can just hop back and forth into our elevator here. And I figured I'll just drop off the machine here, do a bunch of mining, and then drop back down to here and then process it here. Instead of making multiple ore processors, it's a little easier that way. Are you even working? What's going on here? Oh, it's carving out underground. In case you didn't know, you could actually use these schematic cannons to remove blocks as well. Okie dokie, while that's getting built up, I need to set up our area. I'm probably going to put it out here, kind of out in the open, so that way I don't accidentally put it down and break something. Okay, looking good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a belt down right down this line right here. And I'm going to change out all these chests to be item vaults with funnels pointing downwards or chutes or something pointing downwards. So that way, once I put it here, it'll just automatically unload. Once it unloads, it'll come this way and go into our processor, which actually just got done just now. And some items will be sent to the processor, other items will be sent to our storage system. Hopefully all that makes sense. Boy, I got a lot of cleanup in here. Holy moly. Okay, I gotta clean all this up first before I can start breaking all this stuff. Ooh, look at that. I got ancient debris. Nice. Yeah, and then I need to figure out my filters, what items I want to save over at our main storage area, and what I just want to trash. Like, same thing with the tuff. I got to make a decision whether I want to process the tuff and get more material out of that, or if I want to save some of it. And I'm not quite sure yet, so we'll have to figure that out. Okay, belts go this way. And I've got a little processor over here. So this is like my preprocessor. If we take a look in here, I've got, well, just in case we pick up iron or gold ingots, but we're going to pick up diamonds and redstone, emeralds, lapis, you know, this kind of stuff. And what this machine's going to do is it's going to spit out 9 of them and turn it into block form. And then spit it back out and let it go. And any items that don't get picked up by here are going to run past these belts. So I've got these set up to grab these types of items. So these are the ones that are going to get processed by this machine. And yeah, anything that matches this is going to get sucked up and sent to that regular processor that I showed you way back in episode, I don't know. Yeah, basically comes over here, gets crushed, gets washed, gets sent up there, gets compressed. Anything that isn't one of those items gets sent down this line, down here, and off. I've also added a couple filters for tough. So I'm going to adjust this as we go. I may not want to suck up all the tough, but if I do, I've got a couple funnels set up right there for that. Okay, I think that's all good. Now, hopefully I have accounted for every item that needs to be processed. Now I need to account for every item that I think we're going to mine up. So anything that's going to come in the deep dark and anything that's going to come up in the upper Y levels, I got to think about that and get a space for it back in the factory for it to get stored. Or else it's just going to go right past the factory and rot on the ground somewhere. And that means I gotta go through the tedious task of going down each one of these vaults and making sure that each one of these items, like netherrack, got this one reserved for netherrack. I'm gonna have to put down a smart chute, set it for netherrack, and yeah, make sure that everything is accounted for. This is going to be a long process. I've got a lot of material to account for, and then not only these, but I gotta go down here. Once I run around out of room up there, I gotta come down here and process down here. Oh, what's getting past? Oh, that's just seeds. I'm gonna deal with seeds eventually, but not right now. Yep, gonna be a lot of trips back and forth to my storage room to make sure that I have the items. Nope, don't even have it in my bag. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's been some time over here. I've got a few items in my inventory of like the valuable stuff that I want to be processed properly. So I'm going to run these things through my system and make sure that they get sorted out. So I've got this thing that's going to compact. I've got this thing that's going to process like the ores and stuff and even the tough. And then everything gets sent up and later on it'll get sorted out to what's going to go to my storage room, like the diamonds. We don't need to put that into the factory. Even the redstone, that doesn't need to go into the factory. So that kind of stuff will go straight to my storage, and then other stuff like the zinc, the copper, the gold, stuff like that will go straight to the factory. Okay, so gold should get compressed. Yep. Diamonds should get compressed. Good. And I should double check that this stuff is making it to the storage room. Oh, there it goes. And there it is. And the gold continued on. Okay, perfect. That works. Let's do redstone. Good. Lapis. Nether quartz? Yeah, nether quartz should go right past because I don't want to compress it. Glowstone dust, that should get compressed, but I don't have enough of it to make a block. Coal? Flint should go right past. There we go. Okay, let's check on our storage room. There's the redstone, there's the lapis, and the quartz. Perfect. Oh, and the coal. Alright, and let's see. I guess I could have sent the quartz over to the factory. I don't know why I didn't, but whatever. It can go here. Okay, let's test this one out. So we've got raw copper. Yep, that goes into that machine. Zinc, good. Raw iron, okay. And a couple tough. Perfect. Okay, I already saw some experience go by. You know, yeah, there we go. That's a lot of experience. I didn't actually plug in the experience to the factory. I probably should, so that way it gets disenchanted and goes into our liquid storage, but that's not going to be a job for today. Okay, good. That's all going. I want to make sure that our zinc and our copper makes it to where they need to go as well. Oh, there we go. That's our zinc and that's our copper. They're going through, so they're going to go all the way around. At the end here, they're going to drop down. And then they're going to flow all the way around to over here and get sucked up by these two. Yep, there we go. Those two just got sucked up. And any waste will just get plopped down over here somewhere. Oh yeah, that's a lot of copper coming down. And that's a lot of zinc coming down too. Okay. You know, all the trash should just show up right here. But I think I'm out of render distance, so I'm not able to actually see it. Okay, that's all working. I say let's stress test this thing. I've got a lot of funnels. I want to empty out all of these chests. And yeah, let's just do that. Do that. Do that. Oh, got this one facing the wrong way. There we go. There we go. Got some compression going here. Things are getting sorted and sitting here. Mostly the tough. Well, that's going. Oh, that's. Whoa, oh, oh. Good, good, good. That's going down the line there. That's real good. This is my sorter here. This is where it sucks it up to go to my storage room, and then from there it goes up these fans, goes into this upper belt, and then this upper belt. Yeah, it's hard going through all this mess, but yeah, that upper belt comes up to here, and yeah, that's good. Okay, so the rest of that stuff should be going out to the factory and getting sorted. Oh man, this place is a maze. But yeah, should get sorted to its appropriate bins in here. Oh, there goes cobbled deep slate. Why is cobbled deep slate getting wasted? I thought I had a bin for that. Okay, I think I fixed it. Now, I forgot to mention that I've got two more funnels here. This one, oh yeah, this one's collecting a bunch of coal, so I'm going to decide how much coal I want to keep. And I'm probably just going to return one or two more coal back to here, so that way it runs the furnace minecart. I guess I could switch out for powered rails instead. Yeah, I might end up doing that. But for now, I run it off of coal, so when I decide how much I want, then I'll just flip this thing around and send coal down the line. And then this one is just for a bunch of trash items that I really don't want. So, yeah, I've got so much amethyst blocks, and there's like oak fences and oak wood from the mines around here that I just really don't care about. So, that's there. Okay, things are getting emptied. Good, good. Let's finish this up. Give it a big old monster stress test. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's a lot of items coming down. Holy cow. Ooh, that might be problematic. Oh well, let's see how this thing does. I hope I fixed the cobbled deep slate though. I guess we're gonna find out. What the heck? I don't understand the whole situation with the cobbled deep slate. Why is it running past my smart chute? Yeah, this is really frustrating me. I have a smart chute right here. Oh, is it just not? Oh, I see. It's collecting some of it, but it's not collecting all of it fast enough. Oh, shoot. I need to add a few of those. Okay, that's a problem. Alright, now since we took care of majority of the items, we can start getting rid of some of this stuff. And I was thinking I can also get rid of a lot of this too. I might just keep a few, like, I can still dump off some cobblestone. Too much cobblestone is obviously not good. So, and of course dirt as well. I could drop that off. I might want to save most of the clay balls. we are going through a lot of these lush forests, so I might want to dump some off. So I think what I'll do is I'll do something like that. Yeah, so we collect some of it, and then we can get rid of all these chests here. Ugh, these bottom ones are still loaded. Okay, okay, here we go. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're going to have these brass funnels actually pointing downwards, just like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put item vaults along the top side here. So the item vaults are actually going to be glued to the machine, but these brass funnels will not. Actually, I'm going to have to put those a different way. Yeah, I'm going to have to put those like that. There we go. Okay, looking good. Flip those around. Okay, that is all set up. We've got a fresh thing of glue right here. We're going to glue all of that. And glue all of that. Okay. Done, done. Now what I could do is I can pick this thing up, hopefully. No, what's... Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. And there we go. Okay, perfect. So we've got the docking station ready to go. We can take this auto miner anywhere we want, do all our mining, come back here, unload it all. It all goes up, gets processed, gets sorted, gets put away where it belongs. And yeah, that's about it. It's all good. Okay, I got a full miner. Might as well do a complete test here. Ah, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hey, look, our builder finally finished. This has been hours. Oh, yeah, that's working out good. And even the belt is getting overloaded with all this. That's crazy. Oh, and by the way, I did add a couple more vaults up there just for a little more storage, since these are the little 2x2s instead of the 3x3s. So, yeah, I think that's good. Okay, yeah, I think this project is just about complete. Okie dokie, moment of truth for both of these. They should have a good bit of copper and zinc inside, so let's turn this one on. That one's going, should be dropping down. Perfect, we're getting zinc. That should turn on. There we go, okay, so that's turned on. I gotta play around with our thresholds a little bit. Where am I? There I am. Okay, that turned off. And let's turn this one around. Okay. It's going. That link turned on, which means this turned off. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look and see how my thresholds are doing. Oh yeah, I could go a little crazier with these thresholds. Okay, thinking something like that. That should be releasing. Yep, perfect. Okay, yeah, they're dropping down over there. Okay. Alright, and this thing should be making our brass ingots. Perfect. Okay, that is the brass farm all done. Now, since our builders are all done with their work, I think it's time to check in on what they've done. Oh yeah, look at that. I was wondering where all that stained glass was gonna go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. This place is looking pretty good. It's looking more like a church now. Coming in here, I'm not gonna go through every room. Ooh, I like that floor. But coming in here, yeah, holy cow, this really... I guess it's not really a church. It's like a library or a... Well, it's like a church library. I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Interesting. Yeah, this clearly looks like a church. And then if you go over here, it clearly looks like a library. So, I don't know. You tell me, what do you think it looks like? Coming in here, we've got the double doors going into the university. Our little quad area. Oh, this is a good floor too. Lots of good floors around here. I'm liking the wallpaper kind of look here. Interesting. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Coming upstairs. Looks like this room is now indoors. Yeah, this has got to be like a dormitory or something. Oh, what is this? Like a lookout? Huh. I don't know what that is. Little grave underneath. Interesting. Oh, it's like an astronomy tower or something. Yeah, this might be an astronomy tower. Coming over here. Hey, Madden. What do we got in here? Oh, like a alchemy lab. Interesting little classroom. Okay. Yeah, I like how the classrooms are starting to develop. We got a toilet. I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, interesting. So the main reason why we upgraded the university was so that way we can get to the next tier of research. And ooh, look at that. We've got another researcher available too. So we can get 4 researches going at the same time. So yeah, level 4, all unlocked. I can do anything here. Well, I gotta meet the prerequisites first, but you know, I can start hitting these in here. Okay. Alrighty, looking pretty good. Oh, and I almost forgot about the Mystic site. Let's take a look at that. Oh, I was wondering where that golden apple was going. Interesting, okay. Mystic site is looking pretty good. I really like this design. Interesting. Yeah, this is just like a gathering place, like a spiritual place for our villagers. No one really works here. It's just kind of like a decoration, like a buff to their happiness. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of exotic blocks for all the level 4 stuff. So definitely things have been getting a little more interesting with the stained glass and the terracottas and those items like the golden apple and whatnot. So yeah. Level 4 has definitely been pretty interesting so far. Well, I sure am happy that we got the university done and upgraded and looking good. Now, next episode, we can work on some other things around the colony and, yeah, get this place still looking a little better. And, ooh, wait a second. What is that? There's something out there. It's big. I can't quite see exactly what it is. It's right above my head. A little something out there. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure out what that is. Take a boat out there or something. Well, not quite sure what's out there, but you know what? That's going to be a problem for next episode. But anyway, I do want to thank you guys for watching today. Got a lot done and definitely looking forward to doing more next episode. If you guys are enjoying the series so far, please leave a like and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.